Okay, good evening and welcome to our monthly Community Connect. I am Cheryl Muller for anyone who does not know me, and I know that Alita usually runs these calls, but she is home with her new baby, so I am taking over. So you're stuck with me. But we love these calls. We love connecting with all of you. We love celebrating. And then we usually have something that either we're going to give you some sort of training, or just whatever is going on in Plexus, we bring it to you at the beginning of the month. And actually, so we're going to have somebody speak and I will introduce her, but in the middle of the month is when we're going to have some more info for you on maybe something, just whatever is going on, maybe an incentive, maybe something else. You just never know, but it's coming mid-month. I think they're just stringing us along, but that's okay. It builds anticipation. Um, okay, so I am going to introduce Joey Nay. She is going to talk all things Icon, and she is one of our newest emeralds, and she is a boss in all the good ways. Like, she is amazing. And not only did she hit emerald, but she has maintained it. And she has such a I think of it like a leadership magnet. I mean, her team loves her. Her team will loves to rally with her, right? Because that's what we want. We want a team that rallies. We all rally together. That's what we love about our team. And Joey was the first jewel in all of Plexus to earn the founding icon member. It's absolutely amazing. And she's going to tell you, if you're new here and you don't know exactly what an icon is or what Icon Club is or what a founding member is, well, you're going to hear from her, and she is going to give us some motivation, some inspiration, and some guidance on what everyone can still do. It's never too late. I mean, we tell you guys that all the time. Like, you work until the time is done, right? Because you never know what's going to happen an hour before there's a deadline. Sometimes that's when, whatever, adrenaline kicks in and everybody rallies. So Joey, without further ado, take it away. And yeah.
Hey, thank you. I'm like sitting here and hearing you talk and just say the things, and I can be 100% transparent and tell you I still am like, is this my life? I literally just got a call a few minutes ago, like, and I'll be on the phone and I get a text and I'm like, oh, it's someone from Plexus or a call. And I'm like, what is happening? What did I do to get here? What did I do to deserve this? And like, that's part of actually what I feel called to talk about. I had no plan on going this direction with the whole icon discussion tonight, but it's not, I'm not going to map out icon for you because that's not what it is. I'll tap into that in a second, but Cheryl nailed it when she said my team will rally. They will absolutely rally, and they are leaders because they do work till the very end. And I do the same thing, but with going for icon, which icon, a founding icon member, is adding 10 VIPs, 100 PV or more yourself, along with developing 2 senior silvers. So I'm just blessed to be able to say that we've been able to do that, but I've done it because I just stuck to the basics, and I come in and I do the things that we're told from the start to do, and I don't put the whole label on it. Like I wasn't running for icon, so to speak. I was doing the things that we set out to do every single day anyway, and showing up and doing the work. So I wasn't wishing or hoping I'd be icon, or like just hoping and wishing to be an emerald, or hoping I'd be a founding icon, or any of those things, because the power of it all. And I had a discussion with one of my very best friends today, and literally talking about, like, I don't know what is happening in my life. I am just a normal girl from a small town and I don't come from anything. I never claimed to. I don't have a new home. I have a tiny home. I don't like to entertain here because it is too small. It needs a lot of renovation. I don't have a nanny. I don't have a cleaning person. I don't have a fancy office. I have a curtain behind me and I show up looking like a Teletubby. Okay. But that is the power of it. Um, and the realization and the reminder that I got today from a friend was you're doing this because you're putting in the work. And that's exactly it. You don't need a perfect home, which I mean, we can strive for all these things, right? Once I'm a diamond, I'm gonna have a fancy office, right? But you don't need those things to be a jewel in the company, and you don't need those things to be an icon in the company. You need to show up and put in the work, and regardless of what that looks like. So, like for me, I have some physical things going on since April. Hate to admit it, but I put it off. But I show up every day. I have some mental things from, I love it, Megan. I have some mental things, from all of the trauma I've been through, like even with my son, and that stuff shows up every single day. That just doesn't go away, but neither do I. I show up in spite of all of it every single day. You don't need the perfect anything to show up and be a jewel or an icon. Those things, like I said, will never leave you. Show up, get to work every day. I wished for things for a very long time in my life, but what I really had to do was just show up, put in the work, and change the cycle, break the cycle, and not so much of I don't deserve that. It's just people in my life and in my family didn't do these things. We didn't have these things, so I just didn't strive for it, right? I didn't think it was possible. So I literally just I'm living it right now, right before your eyes, and realizing it and recognizing it and receiving it right here with you today because I had this conversation today. And it truly helped me because I really am having a hard time realizing, like, hey, I don't look like the Pinterest marketing picture of the person next to me on the Plexus graphic. Like, oh, so what am I doing here? Why are they asking me to speak? Like I'm literally living those things. So I know for a fact that some of you are too. So I'm here to tell you that you can absolutely do this. If I can, right? So don't let comparison of who you think you can be or what you think you deserve or what your life has been like halt your dreams or your success. Don't let it stop you from going after it. I will tell you, to become an icon after the release of all of the things at convention. One of my senior silvers was at convention and she was like, her goal was to go senior silver, and she's on this call tonight, and congratulations, Chanel, I love you so much. And she came home and she put in the work and she did it. So there was no doubt that like that was going to be one of the stepping stones for me. But the main thing for me to go senior silver, and the best advice I can tell you, because I don't think there's a secret sauce besides do the things you've been told to do since you started. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel, put in the work, and the rest will happen. If you create a silver and you don't give up on them and you continue to plug in and do the work with them, they're going to become a senior silver. It's here for us. Like it's all laid out. You just have to continue to show up for yourself and for that person. And not only for that person, but for that VIP that you added that doesn't know her potential, or doesn't know that if she takes her products consistently, maybe in 3 years, she'll be an emerald with the company. Like just show up. Every single person matters. So I went back to the core of when I created the silvers in March and focus on all of those silvers, knowing that every one of them, if they haven't yet went senior silver, they could. And for me, I can tell you, like, you might be thinking, I don't even know where to start because I don't have anybody that's really been plugged in or added anybody recently. So what am I going to do? Well, I had silver stars from creating a bunch of silvers in March, and I went emerald in May, where a lot of my silvers double and triple ranked to gold. So I didn't have anybody either, really. Okay. My girl Chanel just decided she went to convention. She wanted to explore Dallas. I think more than anything else. And she came back and she put in the work. And then beyond that, I went back to somebody who was one of my very first customers. Same story you had me tell when I built my silvers. And she was one of my silvers, but didn't go any further because that's where I left off from plugging in with her, and the belief. And she just wasn't all in on the business. To be honest, she still isn't. We have a meeting this week. Now she wants to know more because she hit gold. You just keep plugging in, because if you don't tell them what's possible, they don't know. But I will tell you, for me, I don't say, oh my gosh, like you could go senior silver because I need a senior silver, and you could get this much money because that's the fast start thing. So what do you say? Let's jump in and do this. I start with, holy cow, like you're loving your products. Let's get you some product credit. Like if it's somebody in my area who is definitely going to be turned off if I approach the business, I will tell you, I don't approach all in on the business. I know that we can, and I know that a lot of people tell us to do that, but I'm telling you what I did is I feel them out, meet them where they're at. And if I feel that they've already told me, like, Joey, I'm not doing what you do, I can't do what you do, which is a lie, because Janine's girl on the call before, she was relatable. That was great, Charisse. So they can, but they don't believe it until we pour into them and give them that belief. So you get them to add their one, you can get product credit. It can half cover your, Plexus pink drink next month. Let's do this. They get that one, then you build onto the two more, because some people do not want to hear, oh, well, if you get 12 people or you get 10 people, you could get this. You're going to scare them away, and that's your goal, not theirs. So I go from the 1 to the 3, after the 3, and they get that bonus. We just keep going. But it starts with plugging into them, like literally every single day. Who are we talking to today? We always have somewhere to invite people to. Right now it's a chat event tomorrow night. Well, after that closes, we're going to take a few days. We're going to follow up with that, and we're going to have something else to invite people to. But it's always to streamline having an invitation somewhere and then having a follow up after that. I just had calls with my girls today, but it's literally, for me, it's one small chunk at a time. Like you can eat a whole elephant if you want, but it's going to be a whole lot easier if you take one bite at a time. So I definitely just really recommend creating your list of who can be silver. And we just did this on a coaching call today, and it wasn't, we start with who has already added one person. Let's focus on them, right? Because we can definitely get them silver and build that momentum. However, let's go through the list. Who can you think of that can benefit from a couple extra dollars? Who needs time, or is having a hard time and needs to put their focus somewhere else? Because that was me. A lot of people use that as an excuse. Like, no, she's dealing with a lot right now, I'm going to leave her alone. I was dealing with the hardest season of my life, and I'm so thankful that I just had a place to plug in for a few minutes that was positive in mind. So look at the flip sides, flip the script a little bit, and stop making it all about your goal. Like I'm going to be icon, like help me get there by going senior silver, is not speaking to that person. What can you do for them? What solutions do you have for them? What bills can you help them pay? Back to school shoes for their kids, right? All of the things. Your Facebook is telling the whole story right now in the newsfeed of what people need and where you can help them. So definitely just start small, because you have the time to get it done, and be halfway to Leaders Retreat before the end of August, or whatever they announce mid-month. But I know in the kickoff call, they alluded to something, and I wish I got an extra phone call with like some secrets, but that didn't happen yet. But they alluded to that. So I'm just saying, get the work in now, because it's going to be life-changing. It already is. And just stop making it about your goal and like the hyper focus on icon, because I know that's where we're all at. Like I've gotten so many messages like, Joey, what did you do to go icon? And I can tell you, there's not a secret sauce. There's not a special map. It's literally going back to the basics and doing the work. So like Megan's call earlier, which I wasn't on, but my team was on, and they showed up and they're blown away, and they gave me all of the feedback. So I know it. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. Like, I mean, all of the things, right? So they brought that back to me, and that aligns with everything for moving forward, and going icon. Like, if you're not putting the work in, you can want to be there all you want. You can want it to happen, and you can wish for it or work for it. And I literally, the difference is I show up every day no matter what is going on. And I know that sounds scary to some people. Some people don't want to work every day, but when there's a goal at the office, you're not going to not show up for your boss. You're not going to miss the deadline, you know, without some fear. You're not going to tell the CEO that you're going to plug in for 3 hours today and then just not do it because like the cat threw up, because you're the CEO. So stop lying to yourself, right? Because we do that. I know that we do. I slept in a little bit today, but yes, so you're not going to lie to, or and it is lying. We're lying to ourselves if we don't follow through with the work we tell ourselves we are going to do, or the goals that we want. So again, just focus first on the silvers, because you're scaring yourself and putting yourself just in like a deer in the headlights, and no work is getting done because you're like, well, I don't have somebody to go senior silver. But if you start small and work on those smaller chunks, it's going to get you there quicker than getting stuck thinking about the bigger picture. So that's what I got.
Well, I love that. And you know what else I love is that we can pivot whenever we want. I love that you shared what was on your heart. And here's the deal, it ties in anyway, it ties in exactly. And so thank you so much. We love you and we appreciate you. So thank you. All
Thank
good
you.
stuff. And how funny is it that it just follows, Earning Icon just follows what we are doing, building this business anyway.
A million percent.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so next up, we have a little bit of celebration. That's what we like to do on our Community Connect. We like to recognize those who, have earned different ranks and all the things. And Megan is going to share with you this evening. So take it away, Meg.
So Joey says she's showing up like a Teletubby. I don't know what I'm showing up as, but my kids are swimming in the pool and I'm here and quick threw on a towel because nobody wants to see my 35-week pregnant belly in a bathing suit. So here we are, right? We can just show up exactly as we are for these calls. Okay, so celebrating is one of our absolute favorite things to do, you guys. He's learned how to blow bubbles in the pool, and he's very, very excited to tell me about it right this second. Okay. So celebrating every single month, we have like a leaders board for our top enrollers. And every single month we have, people who hit different ranks. Okay. So some of those ranks that Joey was talking about, silver is one of those first ones, senior silver second, then gold, and then it keeps going on and on from there. And so we had quite a few people who ranked up to silver. So we want to recognize those who hit silver and who got those bonuses, but then also their sponsors who helped develop them, because they also played a really big role in this. So we have, and I'm going to butcher the names, but just like celebrate and say yay in the chat. My last name gets butchered all the time, so I don't get highly offended. So let's all just not be offended when I butcher the names. Okay. So for silver, we had Carrie Brady, and she was developed by Caitlin Morlino. We had Andrea. I literally can't even attempt that. You know exactly who you are with that last name, okay? That was under Danielle. Chris Iman from Sarah Cherry. We had Therese. She actually shared on the Welcome to Plexus call tonight under Janine. She went Fast Start Silver, which is so exciting. And I'm sure there's a lot more on here that went Fast Start Silver. I just can't actually see that in the back office. We had Mary Kay, developed by Casey. We had Jennifer Spearman, also developed by Casey, which is super exciting. Her name's on there twice. Jason Brown was developed by Tara Dove. We had Sarah Serafino by Cassie. We had Nick Miller by Alina. We had Heather Bondura by Andrew. And then we had a gold, and I'm pretty sure, did she double rank? Jennifer Bruin under Joey. Yes. Okay. So super, super excited for you guys. And then I think for like the we're just going to say like the 5th or 6th month in a row, Alina Miller. I mean, I think every single week on my leaders board thing, it's like, congratulations, you're the top enroller. Congratulations, you're the top enroller. And she's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, just keep doing it. That's absolutely amazing. So that's super, super exciting. So she was our top enroller. And then Jennifer Bruin, who double ranked up to gold. She signed up 12, 7 was Kat, Deanna, and Jonathan. I mean, you guys, this is seriously like so amazing. If you see your people, so we do a post at the beginning of every single month. If you see your people on there, make sure that you tag them in the comments so that they see, you know, all of the recognition. But we love all of that. And so I want you guys, shout yourself out in the comments if you have added at least 3 people towards Icon so far. So if you have at least gotten 3 people, shout yourself out in the comments tonight. Yay. Okay, we want to celebrate you guys. If you have added at least 5 people, shout yourself in the comments. Has anyone else on here gotten all 10 of their people so far? Not necessarily developed like the silver. Okay, Brittany has 9, Shannon has 5, Dee Dee has, okay, you guys were closing in 6, 7. Okay, this is so exciting. You guys are almost there. So, like Joey said, we have time, and Cassie's only 1 senior silver away. That's so exciting, you guys. We have time. Take deep breaths, but move with urgency. Okay, so yes, we do have a whole month, but we still want to make sure that we are moving with that sense of urgency because we want to be celebrating as many of you guys as we can at the end of this month that you have hit Icon. Do exactly what Joey said. Literally, if you need to go back and repeat and watch this, go ahead, go back and rewatch it because everything she said was spot on. Hi, buddy. Okay, so we love all of you guys. We're super proud of you. Keep going, and we can't wait to next month be recognizing as many of you as possible that you guys are founding icons too. Is that all we got? Okay.
Yeah, that's all we wrote.
Perfect.
So,
That's all, folks.
yes, thank you, everyone. And we can't wait to see your names up for the next Icon member. All right, have a good evening.